Welcome all traders to their daily look ahead. This is where we take a look at gold, the dollar, and the mini NASDAQ to find out what types of trades we can take the following day. But before we dive into the charts, make sure to like and subscribe so that more people can enjoy this content. Hello traders, this is your daily outlook for February 26th, 2025. Okay, let's go over what happened today. So we had a gold breaking through, pulling back, which it did, and then came down and hit our first target of right around there, 2925, and then jumped back up, then rolled over and broke and came down and hit this new channel line. So what we're going to do is we're going to back out of this and go to the hour time frame, and we're going to look at this larger channel line. So we're going to disperse with this, and we're going to look at this larger one. All right. Here's the story. Now, markets are in the process of making a decision whether they're going to go lower or higher. And if we do have sell-offs in like equity markets, we're going to see gold go lower. So here's what we're going to look for. And this is very important. So if gold does something like this, it starts to roll over here and it comes down to say right about, let's put it about 28.96, but then reverses up and does something like that, then we need to be very suspicious of this down move, okay? So what I mean by that is we will need to break this channel here, and we'll need to break this channel here. So we'll need to break those two channels, and once we break those, then gold could be on its way back up. So we'd be looking at something like this, back down like this, maybe, and then this, and this, and then out if it goes to the upside. So that's the upside move in gold. Now we're going to clear that out, and we're going to look at the downside move, okay? So the downside move is going to be down, up, down, break, retest, and that's where our trade's going to take place at right there. And down we go, okay? So where would be the next spot in gold that we go down to? Well, we've got a really nice, let's just put it in here. Let's just show it here on the chart. We have a really nice congestion zone of support resistance. So it'd probably end up somewhere in that zone right there if it breaks this channel, okay? So that's the downside scenario that you're going to be looking for. So it all depends on what happens down here. Again, watch these moves, but the move for the downside move is going to be right here, okay? And you're going to have to make sure that that holds the channel, then breaks back below it and starts making its way down. That's where you hop on the trade and ride the train down to the next support resistance zone right there. So that's where the trade's going to go to, and that's what you're looking for to get on board it. Okay, last night we had Dixie heading down, which it did do, but it got down to here, and now it has made an aggressive move back up, okay? So this is something that's very important. As it's approaching this level, this resistance zone, because we know this is a resistance zone, what we are looking for is if it breaks it, again, up, retest, hold, then we get long and go to the top side, and we'd be looking at somewhere about in this area of about 106.97, somewhere there, 106.87. Those are the zones we'd be looking for to trade this in. The first pop would be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 106.71. So those are the areas if dollar decides to break out and go long again. However, the downside move is this, is if we hit this top and it holds and it comes down, pulls back, that's an opportunity for a trade, but you're going to wait till it pulls over. And then at that point, looking at the candle structure, you can take a trade and take it back down this level, which sets at about 106.12, okay? So that's going to be the downside move, okay? And that's the outlook for dollar. So that's what we're looking for, because dollar looked pretty good, and then it made these aggressive moves. So you can see the strength in these candles is pretty strong versus the downward move here. It got really weak. We got a couple of strong candles there, but it got really weak. But this upward move is strong, okay? And that's telling you something. So you got to pay attention to that. I'm going to sit here and explain what it's telling you, but it's telling you, that, hey, look, if there's a financial crisis on the loom, on the horizon, then lending is not going to take place, and lack of lending means less dollars. Less dollars means stronger dollar in price. Okay, I know this is the Dixie, it's a comparison basket of currencies, but it helps us understand, the price of dollar currency. And next we have M and Q. So we're going to look at this more on the 4-hour chart. We're going to see what has happened thus far. Okay, so we've been in this downside move, and we had a break, and now we're reaching certain levels, and we're looking for a possible move up into this. So we're looking for a move, maybe a pullback in this zone here, 21,348. But I want to show you something here. We have, let me squeeze this up. Okay, we have that channel still that we could trade in. Okay, so this very much could come down. Let me get this out here. This very much could come down, pull back, and continue down into this level, which is about 25.79. So you're going to have to watch that. So let's go down as we go down into the 15. We're going to watch that here, okay? So here's the 15. We could be seeing something like this. We could be seeing a move up into this upper echelon. So our first move would be probably right to about 21.3. And then we would pull back there, possibly, maybe back down to 21,242, and then push back up and possibly go up to here at 21,351, okay? So that's really what you're looking at. You're looking at that possibility of moving higher. Now, what are we looking for here? If we're still in a in a short attitude, then what we're looking for is this. We're seeing this. Should use a channel. Let me get rid of this. I'm going to go use a channel because we're going to look at the channel here. So we're going to take this here and we're going to draw it. And currently, this is our channel right there. Let me just kind of short up a little bit there. Just down here. And so currently, this is our channel, okay? So what we're seeing right now is we're seeing a break of that channel, okay? So what we want to see, it's a pretty steep channel. So as we get down here, we want to see something like this. So we want to see up, down, retest, somewhere down in here, maybe down to 21,130. And then we want to see it lift off of that and push out into this target. And that would be about 21,359,360. Okay. And that's how I want to see that. Now, if this is going to continue down, okay, in somewhere in there, it's going to fizzle out, and then you're going to have a continuation to the downside. Meaning you're going to roll back over probably US session and keep coming down. But your target is down into here. We may get there tomorrow. Okay. So if we're going short, the final target on this is going to be about 20,600, somewhere in that neighborhood. If we hold up here, we could see a further push up, okay? But again, we're out here on the 4-hour. We're looking for reversals, and we're just trying to determine where this is at, okay? And what it's going to do next. And so right now, I'm of the opinion that it's going to move up and then come down at some point and finish this move down to this level. But we will have to wait and see. But again, we'll track the trade, and as the trade turns, if it turns, rolls, we'll get on board it and take it to the downside. Okay. So that is the outlook for tomorrow. Hope this helps you. And again, if you really want to learn how to do this stuff in more detail on what I'm showing here, and really learn the ins and outs so that you can do this for a living, so that you can get really good at it and do it for a living, then go ahead and click the link in the description and come in and try the trial period. And if you like what you see, then go ahead and consider joining us and become a successful, consistent, profitable trader. That's what it's all about. So take care, and we will see you tomorrow.